Welcome, everybody, to the best betting show ever. It is Thursday. I'm Lawrence Pressman, Art to Caesar, joining us. No Joe Ranieri today. That's okay. Lots of betting information coming your way. Art and I won the parlay yesterday. We're going to do it again today. We got a jam-packed show. We're going to go through how the books did yesterday, some sharp bets for tonight's card. Lots of sports in play. We got our predictive market segment, our MLB rundown, NFL futures, and college football futures. Let's get to it. Art, nice to see you. Nice to have you. Let's start with how did the books do?
Yeah, I mean, it was probably not a good day for the books. Yankees win, Dodgers win. Usually not a good scenario for the sports books. But, as I mentioned yesterday, you start to see it gets a little sleepy midweek until the football. You got a couple of the games tonight. So you got a lot of action on these two, a couple of preseason games. And then, you obviously go into the weekend with all that. So that's what we're really gearing up for.
Yeah. It's right there in front of us. College football, NFL. Let's get into some sharp bets for today. What are you seeing and hearing out there? There's some WNBA games. There's some, a lot of day baseball today.
Yeah. A lot of early baseball. We'll start in the WNBA. We didn't have any sharp stuff yesterday, but we do have one to report today. They took under 181.5 in the Atlanta Dream game. Two MLBs they're on. They're on the Brewers money line, and they're on the Royals A's over 8.5.
Royals A's over. How about the Tampa Bay Toronto game yesterday? I told you I didn't like Toronto. And I said, take the over, and that went well. I won my bet for my clients as well to continue my... Dude, I am killing it in baseball right now, so I'm excited about that. Bunch of day games today. I got one play up for my clients, but it is a 2:00 game. Okay, parlay of the day, Art to Caesar. Where are you going?
Well, we've talked the last couple of days about, a good team being on a short price. And even though they're on the road, the Yankees, again, fit that bill. Short price. Give me the Yankees.
Yeah. And I'm going to take Texas, the Rangers. They're minus 170. I know that's a juicy number, but we are doing a parlay here, and I got no problems with juicy numbers in parlays. So we got the Yankees minus 120 against Baltimore. Texas minus, you could get, there's 160s out there against Washington. Join us, everybody, for our parlay of the day. Also, guys, remember to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and make sure to comment. Lots of content over at WagerTalk TV, our YouTube channel. And for the people asking about the NFL presidential address this year, I will be doing it again. I will be taping every Tuesday. It'll be me. I'll be running down the entire card. So stay tuned for that as well. Okay, Art, the predictive markets. Where's Bitcoin today, Art to Caesar?
Keeps going up, I'm going to assume, with that.
You'd think someone would have said maybe in March, in April, in May, in June, in July, that there would be a run in mid-August. Did I say mid-August?
Yes, and I believe we are in mid-August.
Did I say the beginning of August? No.
You did not.
Did I say the end of August? No.
You did
not. Did I say July? Nope. 71.6 for Bitcoin, an absolute massive jump. I think the momentum continues in Bitcoin. But with that said, tread carefully now, because although I do think we're going to see a nice run, we are going to see dips along the way, and there might be a small one coming, given, Art, the last 5 days, we've seen a $9,000 run in Bitcoin. So I would suggest everyone sort of wait a couple of days if you're going to take a big position in Bitcoin, maybe just see how it works itself out. But as far as today, 5 p.m. Eastern, I think we're going to get over the total. I don't know what it is because Joe's not here, but it's likely
technical difficulties. Move on.
Yeah, there he is. There he is in the background. He is actually here, but he's having
He is, yeah.
He's having lighting and camera and problems. I don't know. Whatever. You know what?
He's a big
Honestly,
star now, Prez. He's a big star,
Well, now that he's got a show on Outkick, Clay Travis and
Big
his
star.
square jaw. Tell me, in all seriousness, does Joe Ranieri not remind you of Clay Travis or vice versa?
Brother from a different mother.
What are you talking about? They're both, I guess as an American, you don't notice it. They are both
like the looks
as American as you can get. They both have the good hair, the
country,
square jaw.
Yeah.
What?
All right. Yeah,
they are
in their
just
country. I like it.
Yeah, they're just your typical handsome American square jaw, Marlboro smoking, whiskey drinking, meat eating. Their names should have been Chip and Skip. Well, Clay and Joe. Clay and Joe, Chip and Skip. Okay. So we got nothing else in the predictive market segment. That's okay. NFL futures, Art to Caesar. What are you've been giving us player props along the way.
I've been trying to do that. Yeah, I think it's fun to do some, be a little different, do some player props, season long stuff. I'm going to go to Nico Collins. I know that's a guy you like, but they had a big injury yesterday. Their second wide receiver goes down with an ACL, Jaden Higgins. So now Nico Collins is all out there on an island by himself. I'm taking under his touchdown, 6.5. You can get plus 105 at FanDuel. He's pretty much trended down year after year. 2023, he was 8. Then he went to 7. Then he went to 6 last year. He always misses games. They signed David Montgomery. This team wants to run the ball and play defense, especially with that head coach signing a big back like that. They want to win game 17-14. And I think with basically every team being able to zero in on Nico Collins, double teaming him, having safeties over the top, I like him to go under his touchdown. So under 6.5.
Art, who do you think's the worst team in the NFL coming into the season?
Cardinals.
Plus 130. Under half a win inside of their division, and this is the bet that I'm going with, Art. Now, look, I understand they only need one. I get it. They have 6 tries. 6. They got home and away against the Rams, home and away against San Francisco, and home and away against Seattle. 6 tries, under a half plus 130. I don't see how they win any of them, Art. I'll tell you right off the bat, the Rams are going to beat them both times. Are they going to get one at home against San Fran and Seattle? That's a tough ask for this Arizona team that is clearly going to struggle to put up 3 or 4 wins overall. I really like the under half or Arizona division-wise. Do you think it's too low? Do you think they squeak one out?
Well, you look at a team like that, right? Like if you were going to go look at the Dolphins, they at least have the Jets twice.
So that's what I was going to go to next.
Yeah. Like Arizona's got no gimmies. You basically have the defending Super Bowl champs, the team everyone thinks is going to win the Super Bowl, and a team in San Francisco that we talked about yesterday that we thought there was some value on winning the division. So that's basically 3 playoff teams and, 3 teams who could maybe win the Super Bowl. That's a tough sled for Arizona. I mean, and you're getting plus money. I get it. They only have to win 1, but I think that's worth rolling the dice.
Yeah, so let's talk Miami and Vegas. Both of them in divisions with some strong teams. You got New England and the Patriots in one division, and then obviously the Vegas has got 3 really strong teams in their division. Both are under 1.5. Miami is under 1.5 plus 100. Vegas is under 1.5 minus 135. Are you interested in either of those? I mean, we have that 1 to spare, but can either Vegas or Miami give us 2 inside of division?
I can't see Miami doing it. So even at, even money, I don't mind that, them going 1-5 in the division. Vegas is interesting because how long do they go with Kirk Cousins? How good can Mendoza be early when they go to them or when they go to him? the Raiders are frisky against some of those teams in the division. That they beat the Chiefs a couple of years ago on the road. Now, I listen. Every year is different, but I don't know. I would feel more confident the Raiders winning than
Right.
Miami winning
You
and
know,
the
with
odds
that
reflect
said,
it.
Art to Caesar, Miami has two against the Jets.
Mhm.
Okay, so if they win one, and for some reason it makes no difference if Jim Kelly is playing, it makes no difference if Ryan Tannehill is in. Miami seems to get one off of Buffalo every year. It does worry
Yeah.
me. I prefer the Raiders under one and a
Okay.
half. Tell me what you guys think out there. Miami Dolphins or the Las Vegas Raiders under 1.5 wins in division. Which do you like better? Art to Caesar, let's keep the show moving. College football future bets. You go first.
So I'm going to stay in town. I'm going to go to the UNLV win total. The UNLV win total said 8.5. There's a lot of 7.5s out there, but you got to pay like minus 180, minus 200. So I get it. Now I got to win 9 games, but I get plus money on UNLV over. Listen, they've been incredible under Dan Mullen, and that's why I like it. They got to figure out the quarterback situation. It's either going to be Alex Orji, who was there last year and got hurt, or they bring in Jackson Arnold, the transfer from Oklahoma, Auburn. So if Dan Mullen can get anything out of Jackson Arnold, I feel like the conference is weaker with Boise and a couple of teams leaving. They might have the best running back in the conference. They really have to fix the defense, which was ranked in the 100s last year, but they got a lot of Power 5 transfers coming in, so the defense should get better. The offense was in the top 20 last year. I think it will still be in that range. Schedule's difficult. There's really no give-me's on the schedule, but I feel like they can get to 9 wins. So give me UNLV over 8.5.
Well, it's funny you're talking UNLV, Art, because I'm going to give you the Mountain West winner, and I don't. I'm not with you. I don't think UNLV is going to be it. North Dakota State, I think, is the most dangerous team. They have the shortest price. They also have the highest win total on the board in the Mountain West coming into the season at 9.5. With that said, I'm going to look at last year's 4-8 Air Force as my bet at plus 550. And let me tell you right off the bat, no Boise State. Big deal. Their Air Force has a whole new quarterback. Well, he's not a whole new quarterback. He's returning. But this is a quarterback that I think is going to be very effective coming into the year. Their schedule is outstanding. They have the easiest schedule in the entire Mountain West. And you got to remember, they lost a bunch of games last year by 1 score. We spoke about that yesterday. A lot of that sort of works itself out in the long run, where the Chicago Bears won a whole bunch of games last year by 1 score. I think they regress. Air Force lost a bunch of games by 1 score last year. I think they turn it around. I think Air Force is the best bet. UNLV at plus 275, Art, I think there's no value there.
I don't disagree.
Okay. So there we go. Our college football rundown. Art to Caesar, let's race through the baseball card for Thursday, August 20th. I'll throw them out at you. Games are going off. Let's skip the 12:40 game, go straight to the San Fran Cleveland game. Cleveland minus 208. I'm not paying any type of juice to bet on Cleveland. That is outrageous.
I wouldn't lay 150 with Cleveland, let alone $2. So to me, it would be the Giants or nothing, even maybe the 1.5.
Art, Toronto, Tampa Bay. I'm going to continue with the over here.
Yeah.
Yesterday, yesterday was a massive score, and now it's only 7. And it's not like Shane Bieber is Shane Bieber of old. It's a little bit of a strange number to me.
No, I don't mind the over there. Tampa will be very popular in the money line parlays today, so books will need Toronto, as they pretty much needed them this whole series.
Yeah, Tampa Bay minus 160. The White Sox pick them at Atlanta over and under 8.5, 2:00 game. What you doing?
Atlanta is not playing good baseball right now. Now they got to go to Chicago, who is playing good baseball, even though they just played the Cubs and that was a hard fought series. Hard to back Atlanta right now. I would lean White Sox here.
Kansas City against the A's, minus 130. 8 is the total. What do you like?
Yeah, like I said, the sharps are on the over here. You couldn't pay me to bet either side with these two bad teams. I would just play the total.
Value on Milwaukee, I think, Art. Seattle has
Yeah.
really struggled on the road this year, and minus 130 for a Milwaukee team at home, I like it.
Yeah, I mentioned the sharps were on them, and after losing 22-0, you figured you would get Seattle's best performance yesterday and actually win a game and show some pride. Now they'll go back to being bad. I'm with you. All the values on Milwaukee.
Brother, 40 and 28. That's the Yankees on the road. That's where I'm going. They're playing Baltimore, who's falling apart.
100%. That was my pick of the parlay today. Anytime you can get the Yankees cheap, minus 120 or less, which they've kind of been a couple of times in this series, I like taking the Yankees here.
Yeah, and although Texas has struggled at home, well, not struggled, but are basically break even, this is a team that I think is heading in the right direction. They were my parlay pick. What do you like in that game?
Yeah, listen, we've talked about Texas here the last couple of days. They are fighting tooth and nail with Houston. I believe they're a game back in the division. This late in the year, and I know Washington's been frisky as a young team, you got to win these games at home if you're Texas.
Yes, you do. And speaking of Houston, a big favorite at home today. What do you like?
Yeah, I mean, Houston will probably continue to roll, even maybe a Houston team total over.
Oh, I like that bet. Okay, my brother. That's it for our show for today. We're going to be back tomorrow. No mailbag segment today, but thank you guys so much for commenting, subscribing, hitting the like button, etc. Joe Ranieri and Art Caesar tomorrow. I will be back on Monday. Thanks for watching the best betting show ever. We'll see you tomorrow.